Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be building 3 battles from Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7. Let's get started. The first battle that I'm going to be doing is the Battle of Anaxis. For the terrain, I'm going to be building a whole wall of rockwork, signifying that they're in a ravine. But I'm only going to build it on one side since you can see into the mock, and the rockwork isn't going to be how I usually do it. As you can see by what I'm doing, it's a lot less time consuming and a lot less piece consuming. Since the base plates were going to be pretty small, I didn't want to take up so much room using my normal technique of building rockwork. So instead I tried this technique and it only kept everything in the last 4 studs of the mock, which was very ideal for me. After I finish the rockwork, all I have to do now is plate and tile off the entire bottom of this mock. Yes, I know, not the most exciting thing that I do in these videos, but to make it look good, I have to. It gives the ground texture and detailing, even on a flat surface. So instead of adding a whole bunch of details and elevation to the mock, just slap down some tiles and plates to the mock and call it a day, because it does look good. Next, what I have to do is add in the minifigures, including an AAT, 2 droid speeders, and I'm going to be using the 187th in this mock. And this is the final result. Overall, I think this mock turned out really good. Although all the minifigures are all congested into one little area, I think it turned out really nice, especially the rockwork, which, seeing how much time it took, might be a better option to do in future mocks where I'm limited on time. Overall, a great start to this video. Now let's move on to the next mock. My second mock is going to be taking place on the planet Yerbana, where Cody and Obi-Wan are fighting droid separatists on a giant bridge. When thinking about what I wanted to do with this mock, I wanted to add 3 things: an ATTE, parts of an ATTE, and part of the bridge wall. And when I was rewatching the scene to make this build, I saw the bridge was scattered with debris and almost had holes in it. So I used varying wedge plates to give it that look. That is why earlier I covered the entire base plate with black plating, make it look like the bridge had holes in it. And when I was completely finished with the details in the bridge, I took a step back and realized that this bridge was Lego abstract. I mean, look at that. It's just super chaotic. But then I started placing more debris, like little piles of rubble, as well as parts of an ATTE to add more chaos and debris and detail to the mock. Now all that is left is to finish up the wall, place down my ATTE that isn't destroyed, and place down the 212th minifigures. And then we're going to be completely finished with this mock. I decided not to put droids in this mock because of how far each faction was from each other. So this is the completed mock. At first when I finished this mock, I thought it was terrible. But after looking at it for a little bit longer, I thought it was one of the best ones in this video. It's the detailing that really gets the mock across, and I feel like it really portrays a battle in all its chaos. This was achieved by a varying amount of different plates. But enough with this mock, let's move on to the next. My last mock is going to be the Siege of Mandalore. Finally, a mock that I can use my 332nd minifigures in. You know, I don't get to use them that often. But anyway, yet again, I'm going to be completely covering the base plate with black plating and using elevation as the key to this mock. And instead of using an actual scene from the show, I'm going to be taking creative liberty here and doing my own thing. So I tiled off a complete bridge, added on more of the building from the bottom half, and stuck it on the mock. And I also have to add railings, because apparently Mandalore is the only place that people are smart enough to have railings. I guess it's just a running theme in Star Wars to just not have railings on their bridges. But I like to keep my Legos safe, so in it goes. Now all I have to do is finish up putting the crates in, putting in the minifigures, and we're completely finished with the mock. But I'm having one Mandalorian dangle off the side, so maybe the railings were a bad idea anyway. Overall, I really like how this mock turned out, and I know I say this a lot, but I'd really like to do a bigger mock of this in the future. Although, I do need to make an order from Lego to get more light and dark gray tiles, because these mocks have been running me dry recently. Overall, I think all of these mocks turned out really well. It's not too often in a video where I enjoy all 3 mocks that I make in a video, but this one definitely is an exception. The details, the new techniques, and the overall just execution of these mocks just turned out really well. And what a video to do it on as well, because this is the last video of this series. This is the last season of Star Wars The Clone Wars, so if you guys have any other show that you guys want me to build from, leave it down in the comments below. Consider subscribing if you like this type of content, and I'll see you all in the next video.